Everything depends on you. You are our lead character. No one or nothing moves until you make the choice. Even the Bible states that God does not do anything until you have at least a faith as a mustard seed. It's a choice. Everything depends on you, ladies. Just with one decision, you can move yourself from the pit to the palace, just with you deciding on whether to say yes or no. There's no in between. That is like the worst place to be, and that is in between. Let your yes be yes and let your no be no. My darlings, welcome or welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, I am Dame Marie France, and in my channel I help you become elegant and I help you become your dream self. So if you're interested in this type of videos, make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video to someone who you think needs to start their elegance journey. Ladies, I'm going to be straight on this video. Every year you should have a goal of yours that is settled, and every month you should have a goal. There are big goals and achievements, and there are also small goals and achievement. The year goals will fall on the big achievement, and the month and week goals are small achievement. You should have a goal for all. Don't just walk into weeks, months, and years without knowing where the road is leading you. Always know where you are going. Don't be ignorant, or else a path will be chosen for you and you won't like it. Don't just walk into an unknown territory and continue walking. That's how many people end up getting lost in real life, because they just keep on walking. Even after they are lost, they still keep walking. If a rescuer was searching for you, he's going to eventually get tired of looking for you and stop. Why, you may ask me? Well, that is because you keep moving and you'll end up getting him lost too. So he was going to stop and wait for you at a familiar territory until your conscience start working and start sending you back. This analogy is the same thing with your goals. If you don't have any goals yet, then you have to wait and pray. If you don't have any goals yet, then you wait and pray. If you don't have any goals yet, then it's best to give the will to God, who knows what's best for you, rather than walking into unknown territories. Be wise, ladies. Don't just be fooled. Another thing that I would like to add in this topic are vision boards. They're a very good way of manifesting and getting what you want even faster. Always set your vision board somewhere that is visible, and don't put a lot of pictures on your vision board. Always put a certain number of pictures just so your brain is programmed to what is the goal. And have realistic goals. No ponies or dinosaurs. Keep it realistic. And ladies, final thing that I want to talk about is you should keep your goals to yourself. Not everyone is happy about your success and goals. Even before you get your goals, keep it silent. Even after you get it, keep it to yourself. A private life is a happy life. You are not here on earth to prove to anyone but yourself. You should keep your momentum going. So you should not rely on anyone's opinion on what you have. And that person that you want an opinion from, they are also waiting on another person's opinion on their life. So ladies, be wise and be smart. This is your life. It's up to you to destroy it. It's up to you to gain it. This is only on you. Don't just walk into some unknown things that you do not know. If you see that you don't know the answer to it, you have to stop rather than getting the answer wrong. If you see that you didn't do a lot of your research, then you ask your neighbor. If your neighbor didn't do their research, then you have to stop. I'm so serious. You have to stop and think about your life. If you see that the road is unclear, you have to stop, because I don't want you ladies to just walk into things that you do not know. This is how a lot of people end up getting pregnant. This is how a lot of people end up dying. This is how a lot of people end up getting killed, because why? They didn't stop. Whether that being, if you found yourself in a lost neighborhood, then you definitely have to stop. And if you found yourself, in a situation where you don't know where you're going, your goals and all, you have to stop. Do not just carry on to unknown places. You should always make sure that where you are, you should know where you are. You should know how to get back. If you don't know how to get back, it's even worse for you to carry on, because then you're just gonna get yourself even more lost. So it's best to stop, look at any sign, look around you. You should always look around you. There are always signs like maybe it's gonna be 21st Boulevard. You should always know that every street that you cross, you should know it, know something about it, know that, oh, there was a can over here. When I was coming, there was a can, so when I'm going back, I should actually pass that same can. Don't just look for some small objects like cans and all that, because remember, these things can be picked up by the garbage truck. So you should always look for the sign, the boulevard. You should always look for the greenhouse. Maybe you saw a greenhouse, look for the greenhouse. Maybe you saw a bike, look for the bike. When going back, don't just continue walking. If you see that your goals are unclear, then you have to stop and pray. Then you have to leave it in the hands of God. I am serious, leave it in the hands of God, because this is a dark world and you don't want to walk into things that you do not know. Even the Bible states that we're not fighting against flesh and blood, but we're fighting against dark principles. We are fighting against the rulers of darkness. So you shouldn't just walk anyway just because. I don't know why I'm being led to talk about this. I really hope nothing happens to any one of you, but I just have to carry on. But so if you find yourself in the hoods, it is really best that you do not carry on. Do not carry on, because trust me, if someone is sent your way, they will not continue, especially if you're leading yourself to bears, if you're leading yourself to wild animals. The person that is sent to help you will not carry on. So it's best to, to go back if you can go back, because sometimes you would end up in the woods and look around and see that there's nothing. Like, look around, see everything is familiar. That's why it's best to always leave marks with your feet. That's your best way. When you know that you were lost, make sure that you really step on the ground. When you step on the ground, you really step on the ground and drop a bracelet, drop something. You have to drop something that belongs to you, maybe to your head tie. Make sure that it's visible. Don't just drop it in the grass, because they're gonna find it 20 years, and in 20 years by then, maybe God forbid, you would have been dead. So to avoid all of that drama, drop it on the ground where it's visible. Drop it where when if someone was to pass, they would see it. Drop it where you know that if I was to pass this ground, I would notice it. So if you find yourself in a familiar place where you look around and say everything looks the same, then most probably you have to stop. That's where you stop. That's where you actually sit down and wait for someone to come help you, because obviously if everything looks familiar, then most probably the people that are going to come rescue you know that place, right? Maybe they haven't been beyond that place, they only know that place. So it's best to always sit down, pray, and don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. Okay, my darlings, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did making it for you all, and I will see you all beautiful women next time. Bye.